Hi, I'm Michael Beardsley, and welcome to another episode of An Actor Reacts. In these videos, I watch an episode of a television show, and I react to all the scenes that involve acting or filmmaking or whatever other crap I want to talk about. Today, I will be watching the first episode of Extras. This episode, which is called Ben Stiller, you'll find out why, first aired on July 21st, 2005 on the BBC, and then a couple months later on September 25th, 2005 on HBO. And of course, as always, spoiler alert, so let's get started. So in this scene we see a lot of extras, and I'm going to start by defining what an extra is. An extra is essentially an actor with no lines that is just there to fill out the scene. They're often called background actors. That's kind of the politically correct thing to call them because extra makes it sound like they're completely unnecessary, and they are necessary. They've also been called atmosphere. I should also mention that I have worked as an extra. For the first couple years I was in Los Angeles, I actually did it quite a bit.
Cut! That's good. Print that to the next one. Mike? Richard, that's exactly what I was talking about with smoke. Thank you. All right, I want to go in tighter.
Ben Stiller is in this scene. That is why the episode is called Ben Stiller. He is the director of the movie within the show. I have worked with Ben Stiller. I actually did an episode of Freaks and Geeks with him. On Freaks and Geeks, Ben played Secret Service agent Mira.
Sometimes I have to just stand in one place for 12 hours and stare at a wall. You start to see things.
I've got a test, which reveals what type of job you're best suited for. You want to take it?
Okay.
In the series, I played a character named Humphreys. He was a geek character. He turned up in various places. Sometimes I did a lot, sometimes I did very little. So here's the scene I'm in with Ben Stiller.
Unfortunately, you've been red flagged as a security risk. I can't allow you to attend the assembly.
There must be a mistake. I work here.
Yeah, I know. Okay, now I'm just gonna have to escort you to a little holding area that we've established over here.
Hey, Mr. Rosso, what's going on? Where are you going?
Don't worry about it, Lindsay. Just go in there and make the school proud.
Okay, Mr. Rosso, please. Step back. Step away.
What do you mean you didn't see me? We'll watch it again in slow motion. See, there I am, right there. How could you possibly have missed me? This was not one of my better moments in the series.
Did you see me there?
That was brilliant.
Was it?
You get more money for that.
Do I?
It's a direction, yeah?
Yeah.
You get more money.
Excellent.
It's called supplementary performance fee. Talk to the production manager, you get a few extra quids.
Cool.
Supplementary performance fee. Okay, so this is one of those things that maybe it's true in England. It is definitely not true here. There are things you do get more money for. Like if they throw water on you, if you get wet. Actually, if they had somebody cry on camera, they might give them extra money for that because it's a skill. And I have actually been paid for kissing somebody on camera. It was in the TV show Undeclared on Fox. Sadly, the kiss didn't make it into the finished episode. This is what did make it into the episode. But I still got the extra money. The shots of the set look authentic, you know. It looks like a set. The lights look legit. The equipment looks legit.
Guys, people, can we gather around, please? Guys, this is Goran. This is the man whose story we're making.
Playing a real live person is kind of weird sometimes. I was in a play called Farewell to Manzanar. It was an ensemble thing, and at one point I came out and gave a testimonial with this traditional Japanese mask on as a character named Albert Nakai. We traveled around with this performance to various Buddhist temples and locations. He was at one of the performances. Kind of weird because it was white dude playing him in this very caricature-y mask, which I guess was traditional, but in my mind it was like not flattering. But he seemed okay with it. I kind of hid in the van, so I didn't really talk to him much. I was young.
A lot of you might be thinking, why am I making this movie? Sure, you guys look at me as one of the world's most successful comedy actors.
I have to give Ben Stiller credit because he really is making himself seem like a complete dick, and it's funny.
I make Along Came Polly. It opens to $32 million, one of the biggest Martin Luther King Jr. birthday holiday opening weekends ever. Goes on to gross $170 million worldwide. Meet the Parents, double that.
He's actually a little low on his Along Came Polly number, and he's a little high on Meet the Parents. It was not double Along Came Polly.
If I find a little orphan child in a war zone, what am I gonna do? Pop on Dodgeball on DVD?
It's a funny film.
Thanks.
I was also in the Ben Stiller movie Dodgeball, though I did not see him on that set whatsoever, and my scene got cut out. I'm not going to go into great detail about that because I already talked about that in my Actor Reacts to the pilot episode of Barry. Check that out if you haven't seen it. My scene was cut and it was replaced with women's butts, and I can't argue with that logic. I'd rather look at women's butts than me too.
And I can put on Dodgeball and he's gonna laugh for an hour and 32 minutes. But what happens when the film finishes? Put on Dodgeball again? All right, at a certain point, after the 5th, 6th, 7th viewing, how do I help him?
Make Dodgeball too?
I like Dodgeball.
I want you to just be coming straight in, like without, there shouldn't be a delay between when the grenade has gone off and when you guys come around, okay? So you start around behind the robot, yeah.
This is legitimate directing. These are things you might be saying to your cast members.
Is it possible, please? More smoke.
Was there more smoke?
Yes.
Okay, can I get more smoke, please?
Huh, more smoke. You know what show loved to put smoke in every scene? The X-Files. I was an extra on the X-Files in a high school scene. See how it's hazy? That would be smoke.
A Betty?
Back in the day.
Come in. Just 1 second.
I think maybe I'm owed some money, some sort of supplementary performance money or something, I think.
Okay, so she's just walking into the production manager's office to ask for more money. That definitely would not happen in the United States. I don't know about England, but the production manager is the one that would probably have to process the payment, but you would not just walk into his office. You probably could if you knew where it was, but that's not the person who's going to authorize it. The assistant director would be the one you'd probably have to go through directly.
I'll have to check with the first AD, really.
Okay, well, there we go. First assistant director.
Hello.
They do have trailers like this on the set. In the United States, they're usually called Star Wagons, but I've seen other trailers. Will Smith has a special trailer he always travels with. I've been on lower production ones that actually use Winnebagos.
I want a Winnebago.
He wants a Winnebago.
You get on well with Ben. I wondered if you could just sort of like have a word with him about me, because I'm a proper actor. I'm an extra in this, but I've done, lines. You okay?
Well, if the door was open like this and an actor just walked as if he knew where he was going and walked straight into a trailer, he probably could do it. But I wouldn't recommend it, because you're probably going to get thrown off the lot if the guy inside who doesn't know you doesn't want you in his trailer.
Anyway, if you could put a word in to Ben to get me a light.
And there have been stories that I can confirm of extras that have been given lines while on set.
Got you a gift.
Why?
To thank you for the line you said you'd get me. Do you remember?
Did I?
Yeah, you probably don't remember because you were crying about your dead family and stuff.
Bribing important people. Yep, that happens in the movie industry too.
Yeah, I can do that.
Cut! Why are you laughing?
It trips up.
Are you his mom? Yeah. Let me ask you this. Do you think this would be funny? If I shot your mother right now? Huh? If I shot your mommy in the face, would that make you laugh? Do you think that would be funny? Huh?
If there's a child on set, there would always be a parent or guardian present. I tend to think if this actually happened, there would probably be more repercussions.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting you. I thought your sister was ill.
Someone said the producer was coming, is that?
Oh, it's Martin. Yeah, he's over there.
Networking at parties, always a good thing.
What was your inspiration?
In film terms, probably something like your film buff?
I adore film.
Well, I'll tell you what I rewatched when we were planning this.
Oh, please do.
Andre Vige's War Trilogy. They're extraordinary, aren't they?
I know people who would have conversations like this, deep into the Japanese cinema or the avant-garde independent film world, and just going off on areas that I do not know about, and frankly I'm not that interested.
Apologies for this, but I don't really recognise you. What are you doing?
I'm an actor. Yeah. Although at the moment I'm concentrating more on background work, looking out towards getting a speaking role in anything.
Wow. He actually admitted he was an extra to the producer. I didn't see that coming.
Are there any parts left to cast?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, Andy. Generally, when a film is shooting, all the roles are cast already. Point blank asking a producer for a line like this is never going to work. Now, if you get to know them, play the long game, maybe later on they might put you in something.
Hi. Good news.
Yeah?
I got you a line.
Really?
I talked to Ben. He said journalist too.
Okay, so that's going to be a little bit of a problem in the movie within the show, because they've already established Andy as one of the guys that's getting taken away by the soldiers, and now he's going to play a reporter in a different scene. That's going to be a continuity issue.
Don't go down there. There are snipers down there.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Hold on, sorry. There's two journalists here. Journalist 1 and Journalist 2. I'm Journalist 2, but Journalist 1's got all the lines. Look, him, me, snipers.
I actually love that he just has one line, because it's really obvious that there was originally one reporter and they just took away one of his lines and gave it to Andy so they could make Goran happy.
I think I should do Journalist 2, you know?
Andy is a real dick. He got a line. That is huge. And now he wants more?
Kelvin, go back to 1 on this. We got to work this out.
The expression back to 1 simply means just go back to the first position so they can start the scene off.
All right, now, first of all, Ivan, when you come around... What? Igor, okay.
That guy right there, I think that was an extra who just got a line.
Igor, when you knock her down, don't ask her to come down. You smack her in the back of the head, right? Boom, second one, nose, okay? And then her jaw's broken. She swallowed her teeth. Blood's coming out, all right?
It's funny that they're trying to make Ben Stiller seem like a dick here again, but this is fine direction. He's not telling the guy to really hit her. He's trying to make the scene brutal, which... So, I support this direction.
I need to swap the lines.
What do you mean you need to swap the lines?
For my friend.
I don't understand. Are you directing the movie? Or am I directing the movie?
No, but this is my story.
Would you stop going on about your f***ing dead wife?
Ben? That's a wee bit much.
Ben?
One of the first things they tell extras is to not talk to the actors or the director, or really just to bother anyone. But you can use your best judgment and talk to the actors, and if the director's not busy, even to the director. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend mouthing off to him.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Oh,
wait a minute, I remember. I don't give a shit.
When I was on the set of Freaks and Geeks with Ben Stiller, we were told to not talk to Mr. Stiller. Now, I don't know if that came from him or what, but kind of funny, is considering what happened in this episode.
Get out of my face.
All right. Have a go. She was just worried about going.
Who are you?
Nobody.
That's right, nobody. Yeah, and who am I?
So the Starsky Hutch, I can never remember.
Lay down right here. Do it. Do it.
Was that supposed to be funny?
You tell me you're in it.
Get off my set. Do you know how much Meet the Fockers made in its opening weekend? 46, 3 days. 70 million, 5 days. 500 million worldwide.
And that just about does it for this episode, so let's recap. On the good side, extras are sometimes given lines. Just like Andy discovered, simply asking a producer for a line is never going to work. If an extra is upgraded, it would have to go through the first AD. Ben Stiller doesn't want you to talk to him. On the bad side, supplementary performance fee is not a real thing, at least not in the United States. Walking into a production office to ask for more money is not something an extra should do. They should also not walk into someone's trailer. Ben Stiller is not actually a megalomaniac. Or is he? And for the ugly, no surprise this time.
I've kissed Cameron Diaz.
They've had enough of that.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah. All right. I love you.
I love you.
I slapped Jennifer Aniston's butt.
Ow! In films?
Still counts.
You happy? Fatty make a funny?
As always, thank you for watching. Be sure to check out my other videos, especially this one, because I posted it earlier this month and almost no one has watched it. So I guess I won't be continuing that particular series. And subscribe to my channel, leave me comments, leave me thumbs ups. And I have a Patreon, link in description. And until next time.